Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Both men step back for just a moment. And he misses with that straight left. No rest for the weary. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the rounds.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They blocked the left there. Nice exchange here from both men. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Here's the ball for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
The action is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart. They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't land that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He missed with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. gory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. And he scores with the counter. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That jab won't score. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Let's talk about Holmes. There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missing with the hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Jab slightly off target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got... On to the 5th we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he misses with that straight left. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Needs to put some combination. Hold that thought! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. misses with that jab. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They blocked the left there. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. Here comes round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brains.
Lucky that hook didn't score. A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a... And we enter the 8th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Right hook just missed. Missing with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be. And we enter the 9th. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out. Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills there are. What a show it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way it's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Couldn't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... And there's the bell for round 10. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-sided three. And there's the bell to start round 11. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you all three. There's the bell for round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Only catching air with that hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox them.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.